Where did you meet your husband?
Oh, that's another story. Is anybody waiting in a hurry to go home?
I can come back again, it's all right.
I met my husband at a dance, and he asked me out on a date, and I was going with somebody here. So I said, no, I can't go that night. So I thought I felt sorry for him, so I said, I can go another night. He said, that's all right.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was the dance hall that you met him at?
The Arcadia.
The Arcadia. Where was that? That was in Bray.
Oh, famous. She was famous. Many romance came out of the Arcadia. But eventually we got first dates, right?
Okay.
First date was after Christmas, going to Dún Laoghaire. I was meeting him in Dún Laoghaire, and at that time everybody was emigrating. They were going back to Dún Laoghaire to get the boat to England. So all the buses were passing by and they were all full. So I couldn't get a bus. My date was 7:30. So there's a couple standing at the bus stop, and they were going down to Dún Laoghaire to the pictures. So I said to them, I have a date tonight with a fella, but I said, I'm sure he wouldn't be there. I think I'd go home. Oh, they said, no, don't go home. They said, come down to Dún Laoghaire with us, and if he's not there, you can come to the pictures with us. Now, I didn't even know who they were. So anyway, we went down to Dún Laoghaire, and eventually I was an hour late for the date, and he was still standing there waiting on me.
That's a good sign.
Yeah. So that was the start of me. First date, that was my first date, yeah.
Lovely.
And we went down to the Roman Cafe and had a cup, it wasn't coffee in those days, we had a cup of tea and a chat.
Fancy coffee.
And we went for a walk.
Lovely.
And then
did you go for a walk along the harbour?
Yeah. And we were 60 years married. But anyway, that was my true love anyway.
I tell you, we were the first one to get a telly on that road.
Oh!
And it was for, who was it, the Queen? I think it was getting married.
Oh!
And
Queen Elizabeth was getting married. Oh,
we
right.
had, the whole place was full.
That's it, her husband, what do you call him?
Prince Philip.
Yeah, it was all about him, and he seemed to be a lovely man. I fell in love with him when I was younger.
Really?
Gorgeous looking. He was lovely. Oh, I had a great spot for him. I should have decided. I was very partial to blonde. My husband was a blonde.
And your television was the only one in the neighbourhood then?
Only one.
So did you have every throng of a neighbour coming in?
Everybody came in because to have a look, because the Queen, they were getting married. And the house was full. Now was the first one on that road to get a television. And they all came in to have a look, because there was no televisions, but I can't remember where they're. I think they won money or something, and that's how they got the television.
Oh, right.
And then the Queen, they were getting, and of course it was a big thing, and everybody came in, and they all sat around and watched this. And the gas part was with it. You could hardly see, with all the sparks.
With all the static and everything.
And you say, oh, isn't that lovely? And the next thing you wouldn't be able to see anything.
What's actually hard to envisage is that there was actually cattle down the road. I mean,
Yes,
you just can't picture Shankill now.
Yeah, it was very much a rural place when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Fields between us of crops of oats and wheat, I presume, or barley. Haymaking, and the big houses and the big estates with the lodges. Most of them had a lodge,
Yeah.
And it's all shrinking in on top of us now.
I lived in Blackrock and our house was down to the park and over to the sea. Well, it was between Booterstown and Blackrock.
Yes, yeah, I know the area.
So we used to play there. And the sea was the most, and then at night time there was 2 tunnels, and the tide used to go out, so we'd go down. We'd play. We'd be all playing there, and we built hospitals and shops and houses with the sand. And then the older girls would come along and they would judge us, and we got compensation lessons just if we won. The sweets.
Excellent.
You know, so we had a lot of fun down there. We had to make all our own fun, you know.
Yeah.
Then the chasing and the skipping, and go over and have a swim and come back a big lump of bread and jam and out with skipping rope and we just play around.
I went to Bolton Street Tech and learned the trade for the first 2 years, you know, and then they let you out and to go on to get working with a builder. The workload was unbelievable. Pottery Road, we had to build all that up, all the units there, you know.
Yeah.
And
on Pottery Road, are you talking about the houses that are there on Pottery Road? Yeah.
no, all the industrial units.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, okay.
And you could get the 46A bus up to Baker's Corner and then walk down to the job. And they had me building manholes first, and it was out in the snow. And one incident was a woman going along the road went into the office and told them to get that young fella out of the weather into the warm. That was me. Yeah. But I remember that, you know, unbelievable weather.
Was it?
We used to go to the arcade. We used to go to the late dances in the Arcadia.
Very good, yeah, because it says that could be 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
My God. And you used to go to the Metropole Hotel?
Yes.
In O'Connell Street as well?
Yes.
Yeah. Very good.
Saturday we went.
Lovely.
And we used to go to the Top Hat as well.
Okay, the Top Hat was, is that
Dún
Laoghaire? Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was the Top Hat like?
It was a very big hall. Of course, big band.
Yeah.
We danced to, and it closed down one time, and then somebody reopened it, but it wasn't the same. Like, you know, the floor was, it used to have a very good dance floor, but then whatever they had done to it, it was awful.
What bands would have come there, do you remember?
Well, mostly they call them dance bands.
Okay, yeah.
Like,
Raymond, you were mentioning a band there, the Royal Show Band.
The Royal Show Band.
Royal Show Band.
He would have had. Or Brendan Boyers.
But the Royal was the most famous band.
My mum and dad met in the Top Hat.
Oh, really?
My father was from Dalkey and my mother was from Dún Laoghaire, and they met in the Top Hat.
But Booterstown itself, like, there's nothing in it now. When we went to live there was a post office, there were two, a pub each end, Gleason's and the Punch Bowl. Then you had a post office, you had a grocery shop, you had a fuel place, a fuel depot. But now there's none of that. There's only the 2 pubs left. All the shops are gone.
Yeah.
See, the supermarkets done away with the small shops.
Right.
And the shops in the petrol stations. There was a butcher on Booterstown Avenue as well, yeah, that's gone as well. But when Super Quinn opened in Blackrock, all the smaller shops closed down slowly.
In the 60s, when you had the smaller shops, would it have been a case where you or your wife would almost on a daily basis?
Oh yeah, there was one halfway up there, it was called the Nook. And everyone shopped there, because you went into the Nook this morning and you heard who was married, who was dead, who was gone on holidays, who was coming back. That's the shop it was. And when that went, the whole place was dead.
All the gossip.
All the gossip, yeah. And I think there was one of them in every locality, wasn't there? Yeah. Well, then Martin Lyson was the guy who ran that shop. And when he retired, then the shop just closed down. But it was nearly like the social centre for the whole area.
Where are you from originally?
Phibsborough in the north side.
Phibsborough. And when did you move to the south side? When did you move to this area?
When I met my husband.
Oh, okay. Tell me more.
I met someone who was to be my husband.
Very good, very good. Where did you meet your husband? How did that come about?
Oh, at the dance. The
Excellent.
hotel in Dún Laoghaire. I had a friend who drove a car and we used to go around everywhere.
Oh, lovely.
So we ended up in the Hotel Pierre.
And did you see your husband on the other side of the room, or did he come up?
No, I didn't even like him. Didn't even like him.
Oh my word. So he must have done something to woo you.
He had a way about him.
Very good, very good.
He was lovely.
Lovely. And was he from Dún Laoghaire then? He was from Dún Laoghaire himself? No.
Oh, Glasstool.
Oh, Glasstool. Okay.
But he had been in England for years.
Right.
And he was only home to see his mother. And he was going back the next day.
Oh, right. But you changed his mind.
Yeah.
Very good, very good.
It was an air raid shelter down in Devitt.
Oh, an air raid shelter? Oh.
Yeah, for the war, that'll tell you I am older.
I tried to get over that one and I fell.
And I remember going up, we went up to the Dalkey Town Hall for our mask, because of the war. And we had to go up and get the mask and we'd have it on our shoulders. And it's just an ordinary thing,
Are you from here? Are you from Shankill? Or?
I was born in Rochestown Avenue in a cottage there, opposite the hospital. You remember the hospital in Dún Laoghaire?
I do.
Yeah. I was born opposite that in a cottage.
Oh, very
good. That's all gone there because they've done a lot of houses in it. So I had to move then down to Johnstown.
Okay.
And I was there, and then I came from there because there was 2 big stairs there, so I couldn't get up. So I moved down to Cushcairn and Bray. That's where I'm living now.
Now, did you ever marry?
No, I didn't. I missed the boat.
So when you were in the...
Well, I got plenty of chances, but I didn't get there.
Beating them away with a stick.
Yeah. So I probably wouldn't be alive now if I did.
But that's it, exactly. That's the secret to a long, happy life, isn't it?
Helena, I tell her she's the only one who listened to her mother.
How did you find Sallynoggin when you were living there? Did you like Sallynoggin?
Oh, I loved the whole thing.
The whole thing?
I had lovely neighbours.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So there was a nice community?
Oh, there was a lovely community.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
What did your husband do, actually? Where did your husband work?
He worked in the shopping centre. He was a maintenance man. The one in Dún Laoghaire.
In Dún Laoghaire?
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was a painter, really.
Right.
Yeah.
But was he a bit of a DIY man? He was able to do a little bit of everything?
Yeah.
it's always handy to have somebody like that.
Very hard to get him to do anything around the house.